The Israeli-Iranian war is in its fourth day. Those attacks started on Friday. Iran has once again targeted Haifa as part of its silencing attacks on Israel, and the oil refinery in the region was damaged. 8 people lost their lives. Explosions were also heard in Tel Aviv, the capital of Israel. It is stated that more than 100 people were injured throughout Israel. Israel announced that it hit air defense systems and missile launches in Tehran. After the attacks, Israeli Defense Minister Quds threatened Iran. He said the residents of Tehran will pay a very heavy price. Quds accused Iran's supreme leader Khamenei of deliberately targeting civilians. There were also statements from U.S. President Donald Trump. Trump spoke to reporters before leaving for the G7 summit in Canada. Sometimes they have to fight first. I think there is a good chance of a deal, he said. Yes, Iran continues to hit Israel with missiles. Finally, 30 missiles were fired at Israel and 3 missiles fell in Haifa. At least 15 people were injured. In retaliation, Israel hit cities like Tehran and Tabriz.
Both in the morning and at night, Israel hit Iran and Iran hit Israel. Iran fired 30 missiles in the evening in retaliation for Israel's attacks across the country. Israel's air defense systems failed to intercept 10% of the 30 missiles fired. 3 missiles fell in the Haifa and Beit Shemesh areas. Dozens of people were injured. Iran claimed that Ben Gurion Airport was hit by a facility belonging to the Israeli arms company Rafael. It was claimed that advanced and strategic weapons have not yet been used in the attacks against Israel. So far, Iran has not used the Fateh 2, Sijil and 2-ton Qurem Sharif missiles that it has been promoting. Following the Iranian attacks, Israel struck Tehran, Tabriz, Kermanshah and Shiraz. Surface-to-surface missile production facilities, radar facilities and surface-to-air missile launchers were reportedly targeted. Israel carried out its deepest strikes on the 3rd day of the conflict. A refueling plane was targeted at Mashvet Airport, 2,300 kilometers from Israel. Zamir, the chief of the Israeli General Staff, said Iran had also targeted Israel in the morning yesterday. The 50 missiles fired were destroyed in the air by air defense systems.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu traveled to Bat Yam, where at least 7 Israeli citizens were killed in an Iranian attack. Netanyahu reiterated that Israel is fighting an existential war and said that the attacks will continue.
We are fighting an existential war. Every Israeli understands this now.
Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu faced the consequences of his war against Iran. He visited the site hit by Iranian missiles in Bat Yam, near Tel Aviv. He was accompanied by an army of bodyguards. He inspected the search and rescue operations in the building. Netanyahu made statements from the ruined building. Once again, he threatened Iran.
Imagine what would happen if Iran had nuclear weapons. If they had 20,000 such missiles, it would be an existential threat to Israel. Iran will pay a heavy price for deliberately killing civilians. We will deal them a devastating blow. They will feel our power.
Not only Netanyahu, but other members of the Israeli cabinet have not abandoned the language of threats. Defense Minister Israel Katz took aim at Iran. Emphasizing that the attacks will continue, he said, "We are depriving Iran of its nuclear capacity and weapon systems." He said that Iran is turning the dictator's Tahrir into Beirut. There are also statements from Israel's far-right politicians. National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir said that Israel had to attack Iran's nuclear program. Ben-Gvir said the attacks will continue.